live. Do it. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to make sure I'm actually on YouTube.
You are.
I am?
I'll double check. Let's see. Uncle Otis.
Yeah. Do I have a live? Oh, let's see here. No, I have a pending one. But
Who's
it's
Meth
not.
Rollins?
That'd be D.
Oh.
Yeah. That's scheduled, but like, what the fuck? Hold on. It says I'm live, but it's not going anywhere. Live now.
Hold on. I'm going to try one more time to join.
Yeah, no problem.
Just a second.
Oh, brother.
It's all good.
I do not have this many problems when I'm doing my show with Mega and G.
Perfect.
Hey, shout out.
There's a delay, but it's working. We're on. I just looked.
All right.
Shout out the Mega Mets podcast.
Mm-hmm. Shout out the Mega Mets podcast.
You should have me on someday.
Indeed.
I'll betray this motherfucker at a moment's notice.
Hell yeah. Okay, now where's the actual Streamlabs thing? Perfect.
StreamYard.
Right. Streamlabs is the OBS fork. All right.
Yeah, and I don't use Streamlabs, mostly because it's a pain in the ass to pay for it.
Pay for it? It's free, ain't it?
No, I looked and it seems like you do have to pay for it for some reason, for one reason or another. I tried getting Tom Grassi to collaborate with me on a game call this past winter.
Okay.
And he told me he uses Streamlabs, not StreamYard.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. I use Streamlabs, but it's free.
I tried.
Free for me. D, I think you need to join again. I feel like I'm a million years old trying to do this. It's like grandma on tech support.
And I only figured this thing out back in 22.
Hey, I'm along for the ride.
Am I live and direct?
You are live.
Where did Pro Wrestling Reality
here.
go? Oh, there he goes.
He's here.
Yo,
It opened a browser that I don't use and it like messed up.
I hate that shit.
can you send me one of your T-shirts? I want to get a shirt that says like "I don't get ass."
He's got a store, don't he?
We could talk about that maybe.
Oh,
after.
I'd wear it. I'd wear it.
Let's
I'd wear it
go.
out.
Yeah, the fans have really reacted positively, to the merchandise
I'd
and
wear
just
it
to the
out.
lifestyle. So
I'm in the lifestyle too.
Are you
I'm also
Jagger?
in the lifestyle, and Jagger won't let me forget about it.
What?
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 What's
Hey,
up?
we got that live.
Shit.
$50 super chat, $50 chat read. Okay, we're live. We have Trey. We have one viewer. We're good to go. I'm gonna
Holy
start
shit.
the show.
That one viewer heard Kurt say, "I'm in the lifestyle."
We're
Yep.
big time, brother.
100%. Fucking share that shit around. I'm gonna introduce the show, so I have an intro for editing later. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Stink Sheet for April 5th, 2024. This is Metsamania 2, the showcase of the Immortals. I am joined by my good friend, contributor to the Stink Sheet, YouTuber in his own right, wrestling expert, Mets2128. How are you today, my friend?
Doing good.
Excellent. Good stuff. Good to hear it. I'm also joined by co-host of the Stink Sheet, Jagger is here. How are you?
Hey, WrestleMania news.
What's
Hi,
up?
guys. Mattel WWE Elite wrestling action figures. They're making a great Muta. So
Oh, cool.
I got that just now, and I soy-faced a little bit. So I apologize.
Apologize for soy facing publicly.
Sure, they'll make a figure of the character, but never the man who is synonymous with it, Keiji Muto.
I think that's
Shameful.
well, I mean, like, if you're making a great Muta figure, you're making a Keiji Muto figure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And this is a special weekend in wrestling. And because we have 2 nights of WrestleMania, I figured we needed 2 experts. So I brought in a ringer. We've got PWR, Pro Wrestling Reality.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here. Great to talk shop, to discuss our industry. I've made a life of it. I have no life, no wife, no friends. I'm not out getting ass tonight on the Friday night. I'm here and I'm ready to talk night 1 and night 2. So
as are we all.
Yo,
as are we all, my friend.
Yo, who's getting ass tonight? Raise your hand.
I don't know who's listening. I shared it, so I'm not gonna say what I'm doing and what I'm not getting caught up in nothing.
I'm moving in silence.
Exactly.
In any case, we've got 13 matches, 2 nights. Let's run them down.
All right. Oh, also D from the Subslight Dubslight podcast, friend of the show. He's a bit of a tradition to have him around WrestleMania season. Welcome to the show, D. Glad to have you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all. I am here talking about the worst thing on the planet, wrestling.
Pro wrestling, baby. All right, Matt, take it away. Let's run down this card, my friends.
Let me just do a share screen.
Okay.
Ooh, we big time now.
Oh, what? We can see stuff?
Holy shit.
Oh
my God.
Wikipedia.
Welcome to the future.
We got the Wikipedia.
Let's go, baby.
Now, let's keep in mind, folks, this will not be, with the exception of the closing matches of each night, this is not going to be the set order.
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. I think it's really important to make that clear.
Lord
if any match on night 1 is going to start it off, I say it's either going to be the 6-woman tag or LWO versus Santos and Dirty Dom. Which one do you guys think it'll be?
The LWO sounds like an opener to me. Those sound like some opening ass guys.
Mysterio doesn't say opener, especially when it comes to the WrestleMania stage. So it's been a while since we've seen him. I'd like to see. I'm going to go with the 6-woman tag probably for the opener.
Allow me to go big brain on you for a second, Mr. PWR, because Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle is widely known as the greatest WrestleMania opener. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know shit. Thanks, Mets.
Yeah, you don't know shit. I'm joking.
Sometimes I get a little hot and he checks me,
No,
you're
good.
I like that.
If you were thinking of a WrestleMania opener, the closest I could find for Ray would have been him against, I believe, Matt Hardy in 03.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Shannon Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shannon Moore was that guy.
Shannon Moore.
Shit.
Yes, sir.
V1. Greatest gimmick of all time.
And Matt's still hot. I think he's still relevant. Still should be part of the conversation.
Doesn't like mustard.
What?
Yeah.
He doesn't like mustard?
Well, to be fair, I don't like mustard either, but
How
dare you?
That is
Honey
fair.
mustard valid?
Is pound off in the comments, everybody. Is mustard valid? I didn't know Matt Hardy didn't like mustard. Is that a Matt fact?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You don't forget anything.
Came out the 03 Royal Rumble. Matt fact was Matt Hardy strongly dislikes mustard.
That guy's memory is like a fucking vault. I tell you, nothing gets out ever. It goes in, it don't come out. I'll tell you that for fucking free. But yeah, LWO versus let me see,
Escobar and Dirty Dom. Who do we got for our potential opener? I say Dom gets the win back. I mean, he let his dad kick his ass at WrestleMania last year to put him in his place.
Mm-hmm.
This time, I think it's payback, especially when you consider he's going with someone who knows his father better than anyone over the past year here in Santos Escobar.
I like the accent on that.
Especially when you consider Escobar has kind of had Dragon Lee's number since he got called up to the main roster back in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely have some opinions on this match I'd love to share with the live audience.
Please do.
Well, here we go. So, like I said, I think at this point in his career, WrestleMania, a name like Ray, I think that's a celebration. And the way I would have loved to see it booked would be take the tag match out of the equation and just look at Ray and Dom. Right. I really wanted to see them go the route, Dom getting the upper hand, taking out Ray. Maybe he slips out to the ring, grabs a chair. He's threatening to hit Ray with the chair, and then Eddie's music hits. And Dominic is looking to the stage, kind of like, what is going on? What is going on?
Hold up.
Points to the sky. The two of them celebrate to Eddie's theme. Ray takes off the mask, and that's a career.
So in this hypothetical, Dominic Mysterio thinks Eddie Guerrero either A, came back to life, or B, never died to look at the stage when his theme song hits.
You got it.
What?
I just think it would be a great moment between the two.
They can get up.
Obviously, we're probably not going to see that, but that's what I would love to see.
So, what if Eddie Guerrero just comes back?
They're going to throw up that Eddie Guerrero
the arena would blast open.
He's
like
been
a volcano.
Dead for almost 20 years.
Well, that's where I'm getting at, but
that's why it'd be such a big surprise.
Yeah, what if it was hey, SA, I lied.
Yeah, man. You can get a hologram of Eddie Guerrero, man. I saw Tupac live.
Exactly.
So if they could do that, man, Triple H, if you want me to just cut out the slander for like a good 5 minutes.
But as far as the match goes, I will say, it is emotional. Mm-hmm. You've seen how much success Ray had as a character in WWE. The mask sales, the merch sales. Now you got this Dragon Lee young dude on with him. Do you guys think that, this is an attempt at creating that next marketable character?
Absolutely.
They've been trying that for like 2 decades.
Yeah, they've been trying to get their next big Latino star for years.
They failed with Ultimo Dragon. They failed with, who took his place after that?
Sin Cara.
Yeah.
Lucha things.
Del Rio.
Lucha House Party.
Oh, the Mexicools.
Mm-hmm. The Mexicools, yeah. Chavo Guerrero.
And the majority of people we're mentioning are old WCW holdovers.
Yeah, they already had their success. They already had their peaks by the time they went to New York. So
yeah, Mystico's still going strong down in Mexico.
Oh boy, looks like Dom's also teamed up with Andrade. I'm watching SmackDown right now.
Oh wow!
Why does some tells me this is going to get turned into a 6-man? Ray, Lee, Carlito against Dom, Andrade, and Escobar at Mania.
We might have to update this Wikipedia live. We might have to take it into our own hands.
Wikipedia don't know shit.
People the information.
Something's telling me, my gut, they're going to move it up to a 6-man.
It might as well. Fuck it. Go all New Japan. Just every tag match has to be 6-man.
Yeah, get every guy in there. Let's fill it up, Everybody got to get their WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, Cody, go get another friend, bro. Like,
that said, Ed, my vote's on the heel squad. What about you guys?
Yeah. I think they're putting a lot behind Judgment Day, from what I understand from WWE's social media presence. So I'm saying Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom Mysterio take the W.
And with the possibility of Andrade joining the match.
Well, here's my question about it. I mean, I think they really had an opportunity to do something with Dominic and Ray when it comes to Ray ending the career. Mm-hmm. So if Dominic gets the win over Mysterio, do you guys think Mysterio is going to continue on? I just feel like they're really running out of steam with him. And I think doing something with his son on that stage, him taking the mask off and walking off, would have been great to see, regardless of what the context is. But do you guys think this is setting up to something further with Ray, or do you think this is it?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Sure. I mean,
Edward asks, "Who is Santos Escalade?" And he is a luchador who works for the World Wrestling Entertainment, and I think. Yeah, that's all I know about him. Yeah. Gentlemen, who is Santos Escobar for the audience at home?
The former El Hijo de Fantasma luchador in various promotions, predominantly the AAA promotion.
Okay.
who did a brief pop-up in TNA Impact in 2017, where he actually challenged Eddie Edwards for the GHC Heavyweight Championship when he held it, and when Eddie held that title, came up short, and then by, I believe, 2019, 2020, he was brought into the WWE's NXT branch and spent a year or two there before being called up to the main roster, joined LWO last year, leaving the group last November, and now he's reformed Legacia del Fantasma, the Legacy of the Phantom faction.
Incredible. Incredible. The way you put that all together just shows the passion that fans have for this industry. So,
he's an expert.
This business, man. This business.
Metz he's a professional. He's an expert. He's one of the most knowledgeable minds in the pro wrestling fan community that I know, and we're very grateful at the Stink Sheet to be able to take advantage of that knowledge. No, not AAA like the batteries. I think this Ed Word person has severe brain damage in the chat. I think maybe he might have been a child who ate paint chips growing up, or maybe drank unleaded gasoline. From what I understand, Jeremy Young asks, was he the QAnon Instagram poster? That's incredibly vague when you're talking about people who are in it.
And also doesn't really help that I don't use Instagram, if ever.
Exactly.
You should hop on the gram.
Instagram's for girls.
That is true.
In any case, let's go to the other 6-man. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi.
6-woman,
sorry. Against Damage Control's Dakota Kai and the Kabuki Warriors. This, to me, is a no-brainer to let Jade Cargill strut her stuff. She, Bianca, and Naomi win the match, and it sets up Bianca and Jade becoming a dominant force in the women's tag team ranks, and eventually knocking Damage Control off that perch.
I see it as a showcase. It's definitely a showcase for Jade. I think those 3 women that you have here, Bianca, Jade, and Naomi, are incredible talents. And I think what they're doing, in that women's division is the direction the women really should be going. I have issue with other women in the federation right now we'll get to later, but they absolutely need a chance to really have a celebration on the stage.
Absolutely.
The question is, does this just get reduced to a stomp just so Jay can strut her stuff? That's the main issue I have with giving it to the babyface team, even though I know that's the direction it's going to go.
I've never seen Jade as somebody who would be strutting her stuff. She has that look, but I feel she doesn't really play up the sexuality.
Not in that sense. I mean, in terms of the skill.
Her abilities. Her in-ring abilities.
But she's pretty good. She's improved a lot.
I always thought she did good with what she was given. You know what I mean? Like in AEW, they used her about as well as I assumed you could, considering that she's pretty new to the whole pro wrestling industry. But I think we're all looking forward to the 6-woman race war, as I like to call it. And I think it's going to be an interesting match.
I just realized that. Holy shit.
you just realized.
I like that's going on. Holy shit. Wow. Diversity match. I respect that, Triple H. I respect that.
No, it's pretty good. 6 diva match. Jeremy points out.
Next up, let's see. 6-pack ladder match for the Undisputed Tag Titles, which they're actually going to split up after this match.
Wait,
they're hardly undisputed at all.
Yeah.
Wait, the Awesome Truth is back?
What?
Awesome Truth, Do It Yourself, A-Town Down Under, New Catch Republic, Judgment Day.
This is the wash tag
and
team.
The New Day.
Everybody's just washed.
If you look at this match and you look at all the names there,
what the hell? Andrade actually turned.
Wait, The Rock's back. Awesome Truth's on the card. 2011 is back.
Yeah,
baby.
they're washed.
LWO.
Hold on.
Dragon Lee got in. He's going to be taking.
Hold on, everyone. We're getting live news updates from
Breaking news!
freaking news. Mets, please update the audience on what's going on with SmackDown.
Electra Lopez just beat Zelina Vega.
Mm-hmm.
For weeks, Dom had been teasing Andrade was joining him. But in truth, he just attacked Dom and Phantasmo because Dragon Lee got jumped earlier leaving with a bad elbow. So Andrade is going to be Ray's partner tomorrow night.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
But they did a nice little
close
swap
to the event. They're making that critical decision.
Yeah. They're changing the card up, and it's tomorrow.
Some child's the biggest Dragon Lee fan in the world and just dropped to his knees.
Hey, well, I'll say I'm
crying.
disappointed. Like I said, I was really interested in that concept of the young dude taking up the mantle of Ray.
Yeah.
So I guess
Dragon Lee's like 30.
He's young for WWE. He hasn't been
That's young in wrestling these days.
Nowadays.
Again, I'm not sure if I trust Andrade because remember, in CMLL, he was a heel known as La Sombra.
That's right.
The shadow. And you don't trust anything that comes out of the shadows.
Ooh, Mets. I didn't know you speak Spanish. Wow. Very cool.
That boy's multi-talented. You hear me?
I saw Dragon Lee break Hiromu Takahashi's neck live, and it was the most horrifying thing I've ever witnessed.
You were at that show?
I was at that show,
and
yeah, I woke up and saw the news, and I was like, I was in San Francisco, and I'm like, I'm going home. This sucks. I feel bad. It's like watching a snuff film.
Yeah, seriously. Holy shit. Well, that's how I felt when we were watching Ospreay versus Kenny Omega, and he hit the Tiger Driver. I was like, oh no, my favorite wrestler's dead. Whoops. This is a bad time to be on drugs.
I remember watching last year from Indoor in AMC Theater.
Oh, cool. Yeah, me and Jagger were there. It was fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yep. Geekin says all the stars are here. You goddamn right. This is Metsamania 2, baby.
Which two are taking it? I mean, one of them is got to be Awesome Truth, but who's the other team that leaves with the other set of titles? And which set of titles does each team get away with?
There's two to get.
Yes.
Two tag titles on the line here.
Okay. Wait, it's a double ladder. So are they going to be on like the same hooks? Or are they going to be like next to each other?
I don't know.
And
this is a dumb concept.
And are you not allowed to pick like both of them? What if I'm like at the top and I'm like, I want to take both and be both tag team?
Yeah, like why would I give away the I can have both belts? I'm gonna take both.
I don't really feel like working Mondays. I'll just take the SmackDown one.
Okay, we're getting a little bit of crosstalk. I'm gonna play moderator. PWR, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I just really wanted to say really quickly, like you take a quick look at that. All those names, it's a little overbooked. I think what this will really be is like an athletic showcase, and I'm not looking at it much more than that. But I've been reading Reddit rumors, that the boys, the men now, the Hardys, could be walking down to that stage tomorrow night.
Please God, I would love nothing more in my life than to hear that classic Hardy's theme music.
Oh yeah. I don't know if that's gonna happen. That's just the stuff I was reading online, but man, that would be a moment. That would be a great moment.
Yes.
This is gonna be a comedy match.
So wonderful.
This look like a comedy match to me. This is the awesome. This is the shit that Baba was booking in the late 90s. This is a comedy match with a gimmick. This shit look like it's gonna be ass. R-Truth, I love R-Truth, but he's a
belts. Who do you guys have taking the other?
Hold on.
I couldn't even pick a winner.
Okay, let's go around. Fucking, I'm saying New Kids Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Mets, the floor is yours. Who you got?
I'm gonna say they want to rub it in before they split them up. A-Town Down Under.
A-Town Down Under. Jagger, who you got?
I got
title match.
The Awesome Truth.
We're going.
That's one of my picks.
There you go. We're turning back.
I think R-Truth should smoke a cigarette.
I think he should.
I agree.
Hasn't he given up the criminal life?
He was never a criminal.
What? Is there something you want to tell us, brother?
His old vignettes in 08 when he debuted, he had
No, he was like a rapper.
Prison at one
He
point.
was like,
What?
Smoking's like the last thing you have when you give up the criminal life.
What?
That's true.
What?
That's true. Cigarette.
He was NWA World Champion.
I'm not sure.
I got the pedophile winning the tag belt because
Which one?
The Theory guy.
Oh, Austin Theory.
Yeah, I got the.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. I guess. All right. So then we've got the Usos explode. The brother war. Jimmy versus Jey.
I am not gonna lie, I'm worried about this. The last 2 times we've had this set up over a 30-year stretch, the heel brother has always beaten the babyface brother. Can this be turned around? I mean, we saw at WrestleMania 10 in a classic technical clinic, Owen rolled up, stacked up Brett, and got the win. We saw in 2009, Jeff and Matt went to war, and Matt came out on top. Can Joshua get out from under Jonathan's shadow? Yes, I am breaking fucking kayfabe here.
Oh, shit!
Can I interject? Can I interject?
Yes, Jagger, the floor.
I'm gonna keep. I can add nothing to this match because I still can't tell them apart.
I don't know which guy's which.
Yeah, I don't know which guy is which.
Jimmy is anti-yeet.
What?
One wears
There
red,
is
the
one
other
of
one
them.
wears
One of
blue.
the brothers.
I thought they
definitely
both
gets a
wore red and
reaction
blue.
when he's on the screen. I just wouldn't be able to say which one it is.
The one that says yeet.
Which one of these motherfuckers Roman Reigns?
And you know what I find so stupid about this match? I mean, while sensible, it's still stupid. It's that it was basically stemmed from Jimmy's jealousy over the fact that Jey was the one who got the pin at Money in the Bank on Roman instead of him.
Yeah, and I would have let that go if I was him because it didn't seem to do him any good. You know.
And instead, he developed Stockholm syndrome. And tell me, Jonathan, why is it you decide to go back to being nothing more than Roman Reigns' little motherfucking lapdog bitch?
Oh, shit.
Oh, we're on YouTube. You're gonna get us demonetized, brother, man.
My shit's not
This
monetized.
guy's
Don't worry
hot.
about it.
He's a family
Passionate,
man,
and that's what I like to see. You know, that's the power of our industry.
Absolutely. PWR, the floor is yours. Thoughts on Jimmy versus Jey Uso?
Well, here's what I want to say. You know, when I look at wrestling, I don't always look at like the storyline that they're presenting us. You know, I like to look beyond that. And hey, not my guys, but 2 brothers, you know, definitely worked their way up through WE over the years on the WrestleMania stage. I think that's a reason to celebrate. You know, for me, not too interested, but I give them the credit for making it there. And you know, Rikishi's got to be in the back.
He's over the moon, certainly.
Yeah.
And
Bro.
Olo, who's got to be a little pissed.
Some people on Twitter or X now were saying that there's a possibility of, or fantasy, I guess, of Rikishi coming in to be the guest referee for this one.
Oh,
bro,
wow.
no. What if Cody Rhodes gets the stink face? Night 2 of WrestleMania, like refs out. Fucking the stink face. 1, 2, 3. Put up. We are the ones. Fucking Roman Reigns.
Then they put Rikishi's music. I'm a bad man.
Rikishi's
floor is
he's
yours.
gonna toot that big old ass on.
You expect Rikishi can't really move around all that well anymore, let alone bend down to do a pinfall count.
Yeah, that guy's old as hell.
So he can't sit down on. I'm pretty sure he can.
He can probably rub his butt on some guys.
Yeah, he can shake. He could throw that big old ass on somebody.
Crams his butt
if we were to pick someone, for the love of God, give the win to Jey.
He says yeet, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm picking yeet, man.
Yeah, we're pulling for the yeetster.
Also, Jeremy saying Undertaker and Kane as an example of brother versus brother matches, where I assume the babyface went over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break kayfabe right here. Mark Calloway is not Glenn Jacobs' brother. It does not count.
I met Mr. Jacobs about 6 weeks ago.
I know. I voted for him.
Did you? You voted for
Kane? I was at a convention called Mad Monster Party, and I ran into him. It's a horror convention.
Oh, that's sick.
What
was Kane doing?
Autographs.
Isn't he like a mayor? What the fuck is a mayor doing pushing gimmicks?
Well, he wasn't the only wrestler that was there. There was also Ted DiBiase and Brock, Arn Anderson and his son Brock. That was about it.
Incredible.
That makes sense. They need
none of them are mayors.
I thought
You
Ted
never really get
DiBiase
out of
was
that
in
life.
jail.
Yeah, I thought he was committing tax fraud or some shit.
That is true. Yeah.
I think he left the office years ago.
He did that time, man. Shout out to you, Ted.
Talking about Jey Uso and Jimmy.
Actually,
so
Ted's a minister.
one of my favorite poets,
Jeremy.
Andrew Yeats.
Yeah, this is an MCU match. I'm gonna watch it for like 5 minutes and I'm gonna get mad and just change the channel.
All right.
In any case, Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the IC title. This should have been Chad Gable, not Sami.
Ooh, you don't like why? Why you say that?
That would have been a good match. Would have been.
I get what they're trying to do with Sami. Let Chad put that seed down his head and then let Sami overcome it. And we know that last year, Sami, along with Kevin Owens, was the one who finally knocked Jimmy and Jey off the perch, ending a 622-day reign as undisputed tag champions. As Intercontinental Champion, Gunther has held that title, or I should say, Walter has held that title for a total of, give me a second.
Yeah, don't call that man by his slave name. Yeah. That's Walter, motherfucker.
665 days. Tomorrow night is the number of the beast for Gunther. Day
wow.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
You see the symbolism?
Crazy. That's crazy.
Real storytelling, brother. Yeah.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Gunther's got the record. He is officially the longest individual and cumulative reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Get the belt off him.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I like him.
I think they can get more out of that reign.
Sure. Gunther is basically an antithesis of Roman because unlike Roman, who's had to play dirty over the last 3.5 years to hold that title, Gunther has won most of his matches clean. True or false?
True.
True, because he's that guy. So he doesn't have to resort to gimmicks.
Yep.
Shortcuts, interference from Imperium. He don't need any of that shit.
It's not a punk.
Have you ever seen one of Gunther's cousins on WWE television?
No.
I don't think you have. Not one time. Never happened. No, Gunther is a true champion, and that's why he's my pick for Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Also, Sami Zayn said some stuff that didn't go over very well with some people about Palestine, so I think they're going to chop him out.
When it comes to my opinion, I've been really impressed with this Gunther guy, and especially at the Royal Rumble, he had a great showcase. As far as it goes with Sami Zayn, I can understand people say like he's one of the best wrestlers, but I think he's gotten by much more on his character.
Right.
I think he's definitely, a kind of, for me anyway, a tired act now. I mean, if you want to put him in a happy, slappy, throwaway, hardcore match in a live event, I mean, that's fine.
Like last year, the Jackass match.
But having him like in a very high level title match is kind of bizarre to me because it's like if he won the title, I mean, I can't really see what they would do with him at this point.
For the record, Otis, Kurt, that was at WrestleMania 22, not 38, not 39.
That wasn't last year?
No, that was 2 years ago, the Jackass match.
Oh, my God.
Time is flying by, brother.
Yeah, I find when you watch wrestling, time just flies by. I still remember WrestleMania 26 or whatever it was when Brett and Vince did their thing.
That was a shitty-ass match.
You can't get nothing by Mets, man.
I remember that. Mets, what did you think about Lawler versus Cole?
At 27? Dog shit. And then you find out Hornswoggle reversed, and we had to extend the damn feud for another month.
Nah, that boy Cole was it. That was a funny match, though.
I'm an OG coal miner.
Coal miner.
Jeremy says 2 former PWG champs. Yeah, absolutely.
Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler.
And because of that, that's right. Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler.
I love when they brought the sun out.
I wouldn't be
surprised. I thought that was
incredible.
I think they should win somewhere with that.
Feud of the year in 2011.
One second. All right, we got a little bit of crosstalk. PWR, the floor is yours. Please repeat yourself.
Oh, I was just saying for a second because you mentioned that Jerry Lawler feud. I remember when they brought Brian out, and the look Jerry was giving. He looked like a dog in shame.
Yeah, he hates that kid.
Like I know people make fun of that segment, but I thought it was like that could have been WrestleMania for me because I'm a big fan of his son Brian Christopher, and I've always said, you know, he was so much more than just Jerry's kid.
He was too sexy.
He was too sexy. And,
he was too sexy. Everybody
Smoky
said
Mountain, he was that guy.
Too bad he was
Grandmaster,
riding his daddy's coattails in the end. And when his papa didn't want to say no to bailing him out, what'd he do? He took that coward's way out and took his own life.
Oh my God.
That is incredibly insensitive.
ECW!
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Someone call 911. What? Does no one get that old CCW joke?
No, I know 911.
Big old choke slam.
Yeah. Was 911 the wall where those people?
No, it's whenever there was a huge gun through a weapon or a flash thing. It's like, someone call 911!
they're here.
Shout out to Joey Styles, man. I'm off topic, but man.
Anyway, Gunther versus Sami Zayn is the official stink sheet pick for match of the night 1 of WrestleMania 40. Is it 40?
Who said that?
Yes,
I didn't agree with that. I think the MCU match is gonna.
I'm gonna say Sami as much as I don't want him to. I would rather Gable get it. I mean, you gotta get that belt off Gunther at some point so he can go after the world title. Do you not?
That's true.
Yeah,
and he should get it. Yeah. I hope he does.
Same thing about Paul right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Gunther and Cody as a feud. If they do the right thing, that would be a feud I'd be looking forward to. I do not want to see anybody else.
Next up, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, women's world title.
The match.
On the one hand, Rhea's held that belt for roughly around a year now. A year now.
Right.
Becky has been basically finagling in the mid card, and now she's in the hunt once more.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are people getting sick of Becky in a similar way they got sick of Charlotte? It's debatable.
I think Becky's still
I'd love to give my opinion on this match.
PWR, the floor is yours. Please.
Well, at first, you know, I'm not really a big women's wrestling fan, but I have some friends that are. And when they talk about it, you know, seeing their passion, you know, makes me want to kind of give it a sampling. So at first, I wasn't very excited in this match until I seen in a recent news interview that Becky came out and she addressed that viral video that Ripley did, you know, doing the stink face. And she was talking, you know, about Rhea kind of flaunting the sexuality. She was kind of saying, you know, I don't want daughters. I don't want younger fans' daughters seeing Ripley act like that and believing that is what a WWE woman is meant to be. And brother, I'll say it right here live on the air. It took me back to the peak of the Sean Brett feud. I mean, that was the same level of heat, you know, when Brett was coming out saying, you know, Sean's pulling his pants down and showing the pubic line. I mean, brother, that got me excited. So I'm looking forward to this.
Boy, buddy,
I'm definitely willing to give it a chance.
So you're basically saying this is like when shortly after Brett turned heel in '97.
That's not a girly magazine. That's a gay
magazine.
It's more guys reading them than ladies.
I'm asking Power a question.
Cool.
So Power, you're PWR. You're saying it was comparable to when Brett first turned heel in March, or when DX was formed in October. Which part?
Well, pretty much both.
Hell yeah! Really, Becky's fighting for the honor of all of the children fans watching around the world.
It sounds kind of like when Ivory joined Right to Censor.
Maybe she needs a bit of sense.
Well, here's what I'll ask. Do you guys think that is just like made up for WWE? Because like, listen, back in our era, you know, you had Downloading Sunny. You know, you had the Playboy. But now in this era, it's like this one's got the OnlyFans. This one's posting a lingerie spread all over social media. So
How do you feel about that?
Times are different now. Do you think WWE is going to let the women celebrate this type of thing more openly? Like, do you think there's legitimate heat there, or do you think it's just
they fired whatever her name was?
But that was
here's my problem with the current management. It boils down to The Rock himself. He's stuck in a time bubble where he thinks that people are into this whole Attitude Era stuff. Sure, nostalgia opium is a powerful drug, but it doesn't last too long.
No.
He's not careful. It's going to lead to him getting outed from the board of directors just as fast, if not faster, than what happened to Vinnie Mac.
Nah, I think Rock got pulled, brother.
I don't know if the Rock's doing that type of stuff, though, dude.
And I think people you can let that rock, man. This fake Attitude Era nonsense that's going on, like people want that, and no matter what, this is the hottest WWE's ever been in a long ass time.
I agree.
They're gonna rock with this till the sun goes down. If this shit fails, it fails. But they're definitely in that. And Rhea is a good showcase as a woman for that type of shit. And she wrestles good. So you can have the best of both worlds. She can do all that shit. And Becky, I get it. She gives me that traditional wife sense of value. But Rhea should just hit her on that Jack Perry shit and like fry me a river, man. Like,
hell yeah.
Nobody gives a shit. And if your role models, people dropping their heads for a living, then you got some problems. I'm not gonna lie.
We got a question from the audience here. Jeremy asks Mets, what are your thoughts on Michael Elgin?
Guy's a doofus.
Yeah! Hell yeah!
I mean, aside from what he did to Mischief, and put his abuse of Mischief aside, which led to the divorce. Stealing a protein powder bunch from Japan while he was a GHC heavyweight tag champion was stupid.
That was dumb as hell.
He said that boy broke. Why are you in there stealing protein powder?
He didn't the dojo didn't have that, it. Dude.
The dojo didn't have it. He just went and stole that shit from a Don Quixote.
I gotta say, Becky's got to win.
You think?
She's got to win.
But you're the sex guy, Jagger. Why?
No, I'm not. I'm fully anti-Gooner.
No, he's the sex guy.
Becky winning will finally put an end to whatever sick disease, whatever sick spell this goon queen Rhea Ripley has over everyone on Twitter who is not allowed within 50 yards of a school.
I have a friend on Facebook that when she puts on makeup, she looks like Rhea, and she's actually going to cosplay as her in May at a convention out in Chattanooga.
Oh, not bad.
DM her.
Does she look good?
You should slide in those DMs,
You should slide in. You should slide
you should slide in.
I'm not touching 10-foot pole.
No, come on. Sing some Jagged Edge in her DMs. Send her a voice memo singing some Jagged Edge.
Shit. Love triangles, they build character, bro.
Yeah, they do.
It's true.
I'm going to just say, like...
I'm not a kid. Through this guy, I am not touching that.
What's her
Fair
at?
enough.
Question from our chat. What's her at?
PWR, the floor.
Oh, I'm just gonna say, this is gonna be a tough one. I think it's gonna start off hot. There's gonna be a lot of brawling. They're gonna be going around the arena, slamming each other on the table. I think it's gonna be an exciting match. As far as the winner, I would go with Becky because, like I said, I've met some friends who are really passionate about the women's wrestling, and I kind of agree. I think that they've done so much great stuff with the women, especially with Becky being a part of that having this one, shaking the ass and getting the title. I mean, that doesn't really do it for me. Yeah. Not really. I'd like to see Becky get a chance. I think Rhea Ripley's probably going to win, but I'll go with Becky Lynch.
Mets, you were saying something.
I mean, between people who constantly get the title on a regular basis, at least Becky is at least the lesser of two evils when compared to someone like Charlotte Flair.
That's true. Fuck Charlotte Flair.
That said, I'm going to take Becky for this. And now let's get to the main event night one.
Whoa. I can't say something.
Hey,
all right.
The floor is yours. Please.
Yay. Why is everybody so anti-Gooner lady? She rules, man. Even though the most people that I respect on Twitter like Goon up with her and shit,
They sure do.
I rocks with her. I rocks with her, man. That's not her fault.
Okay, well, I say
it is
like
her fault though. At this point,
I say it like this: it's the sort of gooning that they think they're being a feminist by saying, "Oh, step on me, mommy," and they're really just sexually harassing her.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's like, oh, she's a big dummy muscle mommy, so it's actually cool that I'm being
it's very odd direction for WE to go in to present a character like that, like saying mommy's on top and doing this whole thing. I mean, in our era, we had Suck It. And,
That's
in this era, it's mommy's on top. We're always going to get that aspect of wrestling. But, it's crazy how much they've let fly with this character. I talked with another fan asking. Oh, sorry if I'm interrupting.
No, you're not.
Fine.
I was just going to quickly say, I was talking to another fan and I asked him, I was like, do you think WWE is putting this character to Rhea Ripley to kind of condition us for more of this to come? And he said, I don't think it's sexual at all. I think they don't have any idea what they're doing with it. They're just kind of rolling with it. And I totally disagree with that. I think we're going to get more of this kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm completely with you, PWR, because I think if WWE, they're in a hot period. They're beating AEW, but I think they want to go in for the closing,
for the kill,
the killing blow. Thank you, Mets. Exactly. And I think the way that they're going to get over that hump is they're going to start doing full frontal nudity once they get to Netflix. I think that's going to be in the cards. I think that's really what it's going to take.
Who's the first one to go full bush?
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax is crazy. She might show ass.
I'd rather not have Nia.
She might show ass. She might show ass.
Bro, if it is Nia, Kurt's going to be in the Nia position.
You know what 2 words I describe Nia? Used to describe Nia?
PU?
Collateral damage.
That's right.
That's a whole lot of women, brother.
Oh, a lot of y'all couldn't handle someone like that.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Anyway,
I wouldn't know what to do with all that.
You don't got the facilities for that.
How many of us voted Becky and how many of us voted Rhea?
I'm the only goon lady here, man.
Yeah, so I think it's 4 on
Becky, 1 vote Rhea.
Yeah, 100%.
Now let's go to the main event, and this is where I'm a little tossed up because of how it ties into the Sunday main event.
I'm trying to get tossed up.
There are 1 of 4 possible combinations on how this plays out. 1, Cody and Rollins win, and we get a clean finish with Cody coming out on top. That is the least likely to happen.
Right.
Yeah, that's
2, Cody and Rollins lose, and the match becomes a kangaroo court with Roman coming out on top. A bit of on Sunday becomes a kangaroo court or bullshit with Roman coming out on top.
More fucking cousins.
Right.
More cousins.
Situation 3, Cody and Rollins win, but Roman finds a back door by bringing someone not contractually obligated to the WWE, to the bloodline, and still walks out with the title.
Another fucking cousin.
Hey, wouldn't the kangaroo court have been at Elimination Chamber?
Roman and the bloodline weren't available for that one.
Yeah, but
because it's in Australia.
It was in Australia.
Yeah.
Not
kangaroo
funny,
court.
Not
Tell
the
him,
final and most likely outcome, and I'm going to go down this road.
Get his ass.
Roman and Rock win, comes a kangaroo court or at Mania in the main event, but Cody comes out on top and finally finishes the fucking story with hinted aid from John Cena and the Rattlesnake.
I think Goldust comes out and kicks Roman Reigns straight in the nuts.
Yeah, I'd smash Kid Bandit.
What?
First, I would just rather have fans with paintball guns to surround the ring, so if the bloodline do try to get involved, they get pumped full of liquid lead.
Paintballs.
Is DQs allowed in? Or is it going to be no disqualification?
Essentially, bloodline rules is no DQ.
Hey, the bloodline does rule.
Okay, I'm going to give my thoughts.
The floor is yours, PWR.
Here it is. I'm absolutely incredibly excited. This whole Rock run that he's done for us is incredible. For so long, the guy has just been coming out. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Here's my new movie. And
Whoa.
Objection.
Objection.
Let him finish
Go
his
ahead.
thought.
For us?
You'll get a rebuttal.
This hasn't been for us, for the people.
It
Rock is
absolutely
doing this
has been.
for his fucking self.
No.
This is never
Here,
been
listen. Do
about-
you want to believe that when Rock was planning this run out, he didn't have this PR guy, he didn't have that PR guy? Oh, Dwayne, you don't want to do this. You don't want to be associated with WE. You don't want to be going out there calling your audience trailer trash. And he said, no, this is what I want to do. Like, I feel for the first time he's actually giving himself to us, to WWE, to do something different.
Mhm.
He's not promoting a movie. He's not doing a one-off appearance. He's in there. He's doing promos, great heel stuff that might not make him think of some lady he did a campaign with in God knows where, who turns
Hillary
on TV
Clinton.
and sees this. You know,
Clinton.
this isn't this is him really giving something to the fans. And I'm here's what I want to say. I'm just so I don't go on.
No, please.
During the match, this is what's going to happen. This is going to be my prediction. Roman is going to make that hot tag. Okay. Johnson's going to get in there. He's going to be running the ropes. He's going to be doing the clothesline. He's going to be doing the spine buster. And then he is just going to stare out at that arena. Crowd's going to absolutely pop. Biggest reaction of the night. I think it could be
blow the roof.
Yeah, it could. I think this could be like a Rock Hogan moment where the heel gets the major reaction.
I think there's going to be another earthquake in
That's
Philadelphia.
my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I think that building's going to be rocking and rolling. They're going to think there's going to be another earthquake in Philadelphia.
He's going to be playing the hits.
Hey.
He's going to be playing the hits, and it's weird to me because they've done so. It seems like they're trying so hard to make people like boo The Rock for attacking Cody, but it's just not working. So like, for me, the most interesting part of this match is going to be like what the fans react to. That's what I'm excited for.
Everyone's talking about Pierre guys. I didn't know The Rock hung with a bunch of Quebecois. Am I right, folks?
Oh, pretty good.
I'm just basically saying that to me, long term, this has just been about using going back to 2020, as far as I'm concerned. Long term, this has been trying to set up himself and Roman for the gold. I did a rant of what I would have said to Rock if I jumped the rails at the February SmackDown tape. Charlotte.
Mets 2128 on YouTube.
His and Roman's asses up and spat him out.
Damn.
Where I basically said, that this has never been about doing it for the people. It never been about doing it, about the family or anything else. It's been about you and you alone, Dwayne.
Get him. So we're pushing up on time, so I want to get to night 2 of WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to cut out. Like,
okay. Thank you for joining us, Jagger. Glad to have you.
I gotta go pick up my girlfriend.
This guy's got to get in.
Sorry, I can't. I haven't sacrificed enough.
He doesn't care about this industry.
I don't.
This business.
I'm gonna get ass tonight. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
Shameful, honestly, shameful. So, okay, before we move on to night 2 of WrestleMania, there's just one thing, and I'm glad our friend Metz is here because I want to get his thoughts. The WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony. One of the marquee names for this
is Rock's grandmother.
Is Rock's grandmother, but there's another name that I would like to get your thoughts on.
What did she do?
Paul Heyman going into the WWE Hall of Fame. Mets, thoughts?
Just for once, I want him to say, Roman, fuck you, because tonight it's not about you. Tonight, the WWE Universe will acknowledge me.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. PWR, thoughts on Paul Heyman's induction into the WWE Hall of Fame?
Not happy about it. I mean, you still got the guys who broke their backs for him out there in the school gym, still working, sleeping in the motel, eating out of a can. They should be the ones going in. You know, Heyman is doing some great stuff with this whole advocate character, but Was he an incredibly influential mind who broke ground in the industry at one point? Yes. But over the past 10 years, like he's done nothing for me.
Except being a
like
parasite who clings to whoever's the universal champion.
100%. I was really advocating for a group of ECW guys, like, Tommy, Sandman, Rave, just a couple of them to go in as the ECW originals. But I can understand why Heyman's going in, but I don't agree with it. I'm not happy about it. That's it.
Me too. I think Tommy Dreamer should show up there.
The problem with that is Tommy's is contractually tied to TNA as part of their board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sandman, don't know where he is.
Raven's
in Major League Wrestling, so he can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
They could pull some strings, man. They could pull some strings.
All right, let's. I think Matt's set to your screen, so let's move on to night 2 of WrestleMania, and let's see what's going on here.
Whole lot of dog shit.
The Pride, the Final Testament. Did we really need this damn match? Did we really need a Philly street fight with these 6?
Well, that's the thing. What is a Philly street fight? They're not saying those original 3 letters. They should That's what has me hot. They're calling it a Philadelphia street fight. They don't want to acknowledge what they're even referencing, and they're not going to probably send a Philadelphia legend into this match. I was reading some stuff. They might be able to get the Dudley Boys to represent Philadelphia. I think that'd be cool. So I'm kind of excited for this match. I'd love to see somebody make an appearance, really.
Okay.
Bring to Jerry.
Matt's thoughts on the Philadelphia 6-man tag team street fight?
I don't really care. If my opinion, it should have been Jimmy versus Jey in a South Philly street fight, not these 6.
Feels like filler to me.
Hey, man, you got to fill the car. Shit, you need these kind of matches. Who else is going to get the fucking burgers?
But you know what? Fuck it. I'm giving it to Final Testament.
Absolutely. Those are Triple H's guys because they're in the black leather. They've got the heavy metal gimmick. That's the type of guy that Uncle Paul likes to put over. And Timothy brings up an excellent point. Why don't they call it a Philadelphia cream cheesing street fight? Which I think is very clever.
Dope.
Yeah.
Moving on. AJ Styles against LA Knight. Yeah.
Poop. That match is gonna stink, brother.
Matt's thoughts.
This all centers around AJ being mad at LA Knight taking his place alongside John Cena against Fastlane.
Right.
And he thinks LA Knight's an entitled little punk. And when you consider their brief path crossing, I believe, in TNA when AJ was on his way out, I don't know. Something about Knight rubbed AJ the wrong way.
I guess so. Those guys can't even wait for night 2 of WrestleMania because they fought at a WrestleMania fan event today.
Yeah, that boy was throwing F-bombs.
I'm gonna give this to Knight.
LA Knight. Yeah. That's what they like to say, right?
He's ass, but he's catchy. So I think he's going over.
No, please finish your thought, D.
I was saying I think he's going over, literally.
Excellent.
This does nothing for AJ. AJ's an established name. I'm thinking in like a year or so he's up out of there. Yeah. Really, they should be giving him dream matches, and he was asking for them. Like, yo, why aren't the big free agents coming here? Like, I'm pretty sure he knows his time is coming to an end, and he wants to have to drop the Daniel Bryan run. What's going on? And I get it. He deserves it.
I think he's gonna be training people down in Florida once he's wrapped up with his talent contract. And do we think LA Knight is going to take the victory in this WrestleMania match?
Yeah.
Right?
The crowd is going to go crazy.
So. I've really seen so much in Knight over the past few months, and everything with CM Punk and The Rock and all that's kind of, I think, pulled him down a bit. I think he really deserves like a celebration of his career right now on the WrestleMania stage. AJ, he was incredible back in the Nashville and the Orlando days, but he is just so beyond tired to me. I think it would be really disappointing You know, if LA took a loss at WrestleMania, because I was really expecting they were going to do something bigger like LA versus Logan for the title, but they didn't.
Right.
This match is just kind of thrown out there. So if LA loses, I just don't think it's looking good for him in the future.
Yeah.
That right.
AJ Styles washed.
AJ's gonna make him look good.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they'll have a good match.
Next, U.S. title, triple threat: Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul.
Okay.
It should have been Knight versus Paul, not what we got.
Can I start off on this one with my thoughts here?
Please.
Let's go.
Logan, you know, he's made a lot of troubling comments, like any woman that he's with has to be a sexual deviant. He's wearing the belt while he's sampling his thrill. And I don't agree with a lot of that. But when you have him on that stage, he's incredible. He's unbelievable. He's a real must-see. I feel he brings the must-see to a wrestling event right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he really had his first flounder at the Royal Rumble with Owens. That was the first time I was like, it wasn't really that good.
Yeah.
Would have loved to see Logan and Randy doing one-on-one. Because at this point, all Kevin Owens says to me is he's going to be the crash match. He's going to be the guy that Logan's going to be jumping off the stage onto or something like that. So it's like, if that's the route you want to go, you might as well have just did a singles one-on-one.
Yeah, absolutely.
The question is, if Owens going to be the one who eats the pin, who's pinning him?
I think Logan.
I think Logan is going to retain this because they want to keep that relationship.
Yeah. He's going to be a hard guy to get that title off because a lot of people are saying at one point he probably will move up. But I mean, making him lose the title is gonna be a big thing to get across properly, I think.
Yeah,
true. I'll take Logan as well.
I know he's
big.
I know he's big. I know Logan Paul's big, but I feel like the more he's wrestled in WWE, his name, like that weight is not. It's going. It's dimming down. He's not that attractive star that I like. When he first came in, I'm like, holy shit, Logan Paul. I hate you, but you're here.
Well, you got to remember he's doing this because I think like a while ago he made a comment like, I want to be here. I want to do this. I don't want to just be a part-time. So, hey, I think he's really trying to step it up.
Yeah.
And but you're right. I think that devalues him a lot more than getting like maybe a SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble match. Now we're getting the monthly programs with him. So he's definitely in there about as deep as he can get. But yeah, like I feel it kind of devalues him as like a outsider entertainer. It's a tough spot to be in because you got to remember he's probably the most celebrated, successful celebrity wrestler like ever.
Certainly,
absolutely.
Yeah. Tim asks if Logan Paul is moving up to the Major League AEW. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one, man.
I don't know. Tony might try to find somebody else to run. Tony's son KSI. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Let's make him box.
We should now move on to the women's title match. Io Sky against Bayley.
Piss break.
Damage control explodes.
PP break.
Right.
The main question is how damaged will the rest of Damage Control be? My main beef with Io Sky as champion is that now that we know it's Dakota pulling the strings of everything, it's made Io look less like a credible champion and more like nothing more than a lackey, at least in my view.
Yeah.
All I have to say about it is I think Bayley really deserves a celebration on the WrestleMania stage. She's another woman that I think had her ups and downs, but she's, the body's incredible.
Certainly.
The athleticism is incredible, but I feel she just hasn't had that moment that really shows us like how much we're, again, kind of like Becky, those original horsewomen or whatever they called them. She deserves a win. Some of my friends who are more into women's wrestling feel that she's not going to get the win and they're going to continue to drag this on, but I'm going to go with Bayley on this one.
Same here.
I'm going to take Bayley as well.
She got a nice ass. I'll fuck with Bayley.
I think this is going to be her WrestleMania moment. Sorry, Bex, what was that?
He's a sick bird.
He is a sick. D is what we call a freaky frog.
I didn't say it. She got
freaky frog. He said she got a fat ass. We're talking about the between the ropes.
Okay,
You're talking about her bum.
Okay, so we got a women's wrestling, a champion over there that's showing off, and I can't say that now. This is what they're promoting. I can't say that. This is what you want me to
maybe
do.
Bailey should be the one doing the stink face.
Hell, listen.
Absolutely.
Bailey, go ahead. Go ahead. But I'm rolling with Bailey.
Drew McIntyre, WWE World Heavyweight title.
Stinker, will be begging for it just like Shayna Baszler was.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That's me. Seth Rollins friggin' sucks. So I'm not gonna watch this match.
That's going into this walking wounded night one. And I'm like, Tony, he's going. Rollins is going to go down. McIntyre finally concludes his tale. He's long enough to see himself become the villain.
Drew McIntyre is going to eat little Cuzzo ass up. He is taking that belt. He will beat him up until CM Punk comes back and gets injured immediately.
For me, like,
finally does come back, which I think will take at SummerSlam. And by that point, Drew, 3 simple words: go to sleep.
I have 3 simple words for CM Punk: go to the emergency room.
That's
because
that boy body breaking up.
He's gonna get hurt again.
Here, I want to get my thoughts really quick as quickly as I can. So, ever since around Clash at the Castle, when they did that main event with Drew, I was like certain this is it. This is his celebration. This is his thank you for your service. But now, like, do you guys remember when they were sending him out doing the dance with the sword? I was like, this guy is done. Like, he's wide. They have nothing for him. But they have absolutely done incredible work building him up, making him a guy that's a world title contender. And I can say, as a guy who was like, I don't want anything to do with this guy, I'm like, I want to see him, as that major heel champion. I think Seth Rollins at this point is just totally done.
Washed.
He's getting by as a champion on his personality and his name. But as an in-ring talent who can really do that heavily produced WWE style, he's done. Give it to Drew, build up your Punk Drew program, and, you got something with that title again. I think Rollins is done.
I couldn't agree more.
It's my time to shine. It's my time to shine.
Piled up on Seth. It's got to end.
Yeah, 100%. I think Seth Rollins goes down. I think Seth Rollins sucks ass. He's always sucked ass. Number one, Seth, I got meth railings in my name for a reason. He's garbage. I never liked the dude. And people said, 2015, though, 2015. No, he's stunk. Yeah,
and the main event.
Yeah.
Roman. Bloodline rules, in my opinion.
The ultimate.
Let me be blunt. WWE, you fucked it up last year. You better not do that again this year. Pull the fucking trigger and end 1,316 days of complete and utter dog shit. You've been getting minimum returns for the amount of bullshit interference. I mean, the amount of times Roman has beaten his opponent cleanly, in this ring, you could count on one hand, as opposed to the rap sheet compiled out of a buffalo scrotum that he's needed to keep and get interference from his family to help him to keep it.
It's true. How many more cousins can this man?
Yeah, that man got more cousins than me, yo.
Cena, Austin,
those for 2 women are putting in work.
and John, there'll be no AA for you to give at WrestleMania. Instead, you give Roman a fuck you.
Yeah. Now
when Roman goes over,
you can't see us, Roman, but I can see right through your fucking ass. Cody wins. Enough said.
Get him.
Roman is going to win.
Trigger pulled, and the reign of terror finally ends, and you, Roman, can be sentenced to death.
You say that on YouTube.
Yes, you could.
WrestleMania brings out
leaving the WWE
emotions
and never
in the
coming
band.
back.
So,
it brings out the emotion. What do you think of this main event? Give us a quick rundown.
Me?
Yeah.
The Cody Roman. Okay, well, here's what I'm going to try to sum this up really quickly. I think the whole bloodline rules thing really telegraphs who's probably going to win on the night one, because it's like, why would they introduce the concept if it wasn't going to be used, right?
True.
Here's what I'm predicting, and I think Matt's already mentioned it. We're going to have probably I think Roman is actually going to take some damage. I think they're going to make Cody look strong, but I cannot believe that Cody's going to get a clean win. I do think they are going to probably go with some sort of interference, some sort of thing like that. And I think, as silly as it is to say it out loud, I do believe they are going to try to bring Austin in. Give that stunner. Austin's going to drag Cody over Roman, and then we get that celebration. Sounds ridiculous.
But then there's one little elephant in the room we need to address.
Yeah.
Rather, a big elephant in the room.
What's that?
Senor Money in the Bank.
Oh, you need to go. That boy should be flipping burgers. He's not. He's not cashing it. That.
I've been hearing some scuttlebutt that he might.
I think at some point, Priest and Cody could be like a B pay-per-view level good match, but I don't think they're going to pull the trigger with it at this point. But I want to ask you guys, like, here's the question: what do you think is what we're more likely to see? That Cody Rhodes celebration, or ending WrestleMania with another Roman retains? I think that's going to be a big question. I feel if Roman retains, unless they're able to tell a really good story to why he retains, that's going to fall flat.
Certainly, yeah.
And at this point, every pay-per-view where Roman's retained due to the shortcuts he's had to take has fallen fucking flat. I mean,
I agree.
The number of times won cleanly. Let's run it down. Against Jey Uso, both times in 2020.
Right.
Against Rey Mysterio in 2021 in a Hell in a Cell match. Against John Cena at SummerSlam 2021.
Yep.
Against Goldberg at Elimination Chamber 2022. Those are the only 5 matches off the top of my head I can think of he's won without interference.
And the rest is all fuck finishes.
Well, they have their guy and they're going with it. The whole thing
the milk is running out of the damn cash.
Let him finish.
Not really.
Well, here's the thing, and I'll say this to Mets because I feel like you're a fan who will understand this. Like, a guy like Cody can be the guy who's going face to face on the poster with the guy. But I never truly believe he will be the guy. He will never be the Brock Lesnar. He'll never be the Roman Reigns, but he'll be the guy who can look at, 10 years from now, the guy with dreadlocks and tattoos all over his face, who's the next big WWE name. Cody will be the guy looking at him, ready to
You're calling him Naito?
You guys, that people are getting so fed up with this bullshit from Roman. It's never been about providing for the family. It's never been about putting food on the table. It's been only about himself.
It's true.
Yeah. But I mean, he earned that.
I've never really heard many stories of him like politicking to be in the spot he's in.
Well,
I mean,
he should have. He should have.
He should have last year.
He's getting hot.
I think he earned that though. I'm not gonna lie.
Solo Sikoa interference, bullshit.
Bullshit.
I mean,
so here I want to ask Matt's really quick. So just from the way you're talking, like if we get that Cody Rhodes celebration, him in tears, holding the title, are you gonna be happy with that? Would you say?
Okay, so
I'd rather be seppuku if Roman has to cheat to win again this year.
So if what happens when Roman wins this match?
Then I'll commit seppuku.
Please don't.
Are you gonna record it live?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think that's a fairly likely scenario. So
by all means. But I do agree. PWR does a great point. I do look at Cody as the guy who's more suited to chase.
Yeah,
actually have. Yeah. Like that's the Naito symptom that happened in New Japan. He's a good chaser.
It's so true. And the thing that I want to say too is just there's so much value to Cody. And I know a lot of people think it's cringeworthy. I'm kind of a little on that fence, but the whole like chasing after the title, finishing the story, that's what he's best at. Throw him that title, and I guarantee he will.
It's going to. It's going to flounder. It's going to be terrible.
For the love,
I think so.
Just finish that damn story on a happy note. End Roman's Reign of Terror, and send him away for a while.
All right, so Mets, if he wins that title, and he just puts over somebody in SummerSlam, would you be mad at that? Because I don't think Cody holds that belt long if he does win. I'm telling you now. That guy is a great babyface, and I keep on telling wrestling fans that you don't really need the belt to be the guy. The belt can make or break you, but if you're that guy, you don't need that stupid hardware. Realistically, if the belt helped Roman because he needed it, it was terrible.
Redemption. They need to pull the damn trigger. They did it for Cena at 29.
But yeah,
Cody at 40.
Well, here
but Cena was that.
I will literally bet each of you $1 that you give it, say, within the next 2 years, Finish the Story will basically become like synonymous with WrestleMania.
Yeah, hell yeah, of course. That's gonna be
the new buzz line of the WrestleMania main event. Guaranteed.
Hell yeah.
There's another reason I don't want Roman leaving Sunday night with the title in hand.
Mets, the floor is yours.
It's all basically boiling over to the self-indulgent bullshit of Rock versus Roman at next year's Mania. Yeah. That's a match that does not need a gold at stake.
I'm harder for Cody and Rock to do something.
Cody and Rock a triple threat.
He's the final boss.
The triple threat when The Rock turns on Roman or vice versa. And Cody inserts himself into that feud. You have money, my friend. I'm telling you now.
My point is, at 41, even if we do get Rock Roman, I do not want either of them with that fucking title.
I mean, I get it. I get it. You're sick of that.
And it's a cancer that needs to be cut.
All right, so I do see both sides.
Certainly.
If Cody wins, this is just Roman taking vacation, much needed vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Cody, like I said, it's gonna be very weird watching that championship run. Like I said, I like the idea of him winning it, him holding it, and being the champion. It's like it's scary. I said the same thing in AEW. I was like, yo. It's a good thing that this dude banned himself from being the AEW World Heavyweight
Champion. This is what I'm predicting. This is all they need to do. If Cody's the champion, some Raw, Logan and him cross paths and kind of just say, let's do it.
Right.
Another night, Cody's cutting the promo to end the show. You have Orton stand at the stage and he's sort of nodding his head and Cody's got the mouth wide open. You got something. I think there are some things you can do with Cody Rhodes, but I think a lot of fans just have it instinctively in their head. If a guy wins the belt, he's going to be the champion for like a year or two. And I think that is getting so played out. You don't need to do that. I think you really should give Cody the title, but only give him a short reign. Don't give him a year. Don't give him time to fucking flounder.
I mean, I agree with giving Cody about 4, maybe 5-month title reign at best.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said,
he has to win.
The person I don't want it back on, it's Roman.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. I'm with you, man.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the other way they could finish the story is a double turn with Cody with Heyman going behind Roman's back and actually convincing Cody to make a deal with the devil, because what's been the major linchpin of that title? It's that fucking fat parasitic walrus Heyman. And the majority of the people who've had that title, he's clung to like a damn leech, and it's led to year-plus title runs.
That boy's the barnacle.
Yeah. So you could book him as
he's getting a paycheck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of confused if you're talking about the character or the man behind the character.
Well,
what's the difference?
What's the difference? both snake man oil, but at the same time, I get it.
I mean, Heyman traded his ECW ball cap for a WWF ball cap years ago and never looked back. That's why I have an issue with him going to the Hall of Fame. I don't.
Easy. Fucking a lot of
if anybody needs to finish the story, it's Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah, they need to boom him somehow.
Bing, bing. I'm with you, Matt.
I see you, Matt.
What are the thoughts of Nick Nemeth getting a title shot?
That bullshit. Dolph Ziggler.
Where?
In Impact or in New Japan?
TNA.
Oh,
Sorry, in New Japan.
He'd be a good poster boy for TNA at this point.
I suppose. Anyway, I'm going to make this
personally, I'm not
goddamn
sure if
point.
he'll beat Moose at Rebellion. It's
Max!
too soon to take the belt off Moose.
Max, let me talk. God damn it.
Sorry.
It's all good, bro.
You're all good, brother.
You're passionate, and that's why we love having you on. Don't worry about it. But I'm with you. I think the Roman Reigns title reign has gone on. Title reign has gone on too long. We got a lot of hardcore Roman Reigns supporters in the chat, like this Wheezy guy. He's going nuts. Roman Reigns needs to finish the story. Fuck the story. You don't become the most dominant WWF champ by making friends. What the fuck? But
2 words.
But hold on. I will cede the floor to you in a moment. But
I just typed. Oh, come on. They won't let me use it.
As much did you type in swears in there? As much as I hate to be the bearer of bad news, I see Roman Reigns taking this thing away. I think they're trying to make him a Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan level talent. And they're going to push past this Mania. And maybe next year they drop it. But I don't see Cody Rhodes winning that belt as much as I would like him to.
I would like it too.
Am I the only one who's sticking his neck out for Cody?
Nah, I want Cody.
I'm being realistic.
I'm being realistic. I know this company, dude. Yeah. And like I said, Bruno is no matter what, that's Vince Sr., but they're trying to get Vince, that image of Vince, even though Roman, you could say, oh yeah, that was Vince's project. Roman is the guy to clear away this whole stink. They're in that new era, Remember New Generation in 95, 94, 95? Roman, that guy. Next year, maybe. Next year again. Next year, Cody.
With that approach, it reduces Roman to nothing. Remember what Mick Foley said during Punk's run? He said at this point, he's reducing himself to nothing more than a fucking statistic. And that's what I see at this point. Roman has reduced himself to a little more than a goddamn statistic.
I think they want to boost that statistic.
They want to get Hogan's name out of the conversation.
Absolutely. They want anything terrible gone. That's Roman. Roman is that sacrificial lamb. He's cool. Even if you don't like Roman, you don't have the bad story about him. You can hate his run all you want, but his name is clear. He's a good guy, family guy. He's nice, respectable. That's the guy. That's the guy. I'm sorry. That's the guy.
100%. So we've run down both nights of WrestleMania, and my laundry needed to be changed over an hour ago. So we're going to have to wrap this up, but I want to do a little roundtable final thoughts about the WrestleMania festivities this weekend. We will start with PWR, my friends.
Well, let me tell you this, brother.
Yeah.
I'm going back to my trailer park roots tomorrow. I'm grabbing the case of beer. I'm making the chicken burgers.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be sitting down and watching the event, incredibly excited.
Yeah, me and PWR are from the same part of the world, so I'm very familiar with his experience.
Yeah,
we're gonna have those our compliments chicken burgers.
You're damn right.
We're gonna have our Molson Canadians. We're gonna have our no-name pizza rolls
and our next regulars and
our next regulars. Yes, sir. Next greens, baby. Next greens. But and we're gonna take it back to our childhood for the most magical weekend in wrestling. Okay, so D, final thoughts on WrestleMania weekend.
I hope it's amazing for the fans who stick with this company. I know it's a grand time on Twitter every time WrestleMania happens. The split audience. I know I'm gonna get a couple jokes in. That's my favorite. Honestly speaking, the big WrestleMania, the SummerSlam. That's my favorite time on Twitter, or X as you call it, because like everybody's in that spirit. Yeah. And though I'm not a big WWE fan or whatever, like that's the one time like I get to relive the old days and chat, talk shit with friends and make fun of people who are a little bit overly invested. It's still real to me, damn it. But it's gonna be great.
That's why I'm here.
I think there's a little bit of that in all of us.
Cody, break the system. I know what this promotion is about. But Cody, if you do win, man, God bless. Because it's gonna be rough after you win it, brother. I'm telling you now.
100%. All right, Max, final thoughts, my friend.
You already know where I'm standing. Cody, they need to pull the trigger. There's no Daddy Vince, and Rock is probably going to turn on Roman and make Roman realize he was nothing more than a puppet. As we've seen in the early stages of the promo, instead of doing this, Rock was doing this with his thumb pointed towards Roman.
Oh.
Yeah, they're planting the seeds, but I don't think they pull it.
A little bit of subtext. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I want to thank you,
And
gentlemen.
if that's the case,
sorry, go ahead.
Then Roman is finally going down. I think a lot of fans are fed, especially people who are as passionate about the product as I am, are fed up with this bullshit interference after interference, minimal return after minimal return, year after year, shit after shit with Roman.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if they build him up as the big dog, you wouldn't be mad.
Because
they break him down, and then like he's all alone, no bloodline. The Rock turned on him, made him look useless. When they built that the big dog back, would you pop for that, Mets?
It would be enough to see that he had been basically used. So yes, I would be popping to some level, not as much as I want to, but at least it would be enough for him to realize he sold his soul to the devil by allying himself with Heyman.
Making the best of a bad situation, in other words.
Because Roman as a baby face in this new era is gonna school, but it's gonna
but still, they want me. If that happens, Roman's gonna be funneled for revenge. He's gonna be begging Jey for forgiveness. He's gonna be begging the universe for forgiveness.
We know how this goes. We know how the storytelling goes.
Yeah, that's Matt's Stone Cold Lock of the Year. Cody Rhodes is going to finish the story at WrestleMania to the jubilation of fans around the world. This has been Metsamania 2, the showcase of the Immortals. PWR, thank you so much for joining me.
No problem.
You can find him on Twitter. He has a YouTube presence as well. What's your channel called?
You can just search Pro Wrestling Reality on YouTube, and on X we do the live Wrestle Line spaces. So definitely give that a follow and come be part of the conversation.
Absolutely. Wonderful guy to talk to. I can't recommend it enough. Jump in those spaces and talk with some top industry fan minds.
Hell
yeah, brother.
D, my friend, my longtime friend, thank you for joining me as always.
It's a pleasure, man.
Listen to Subs Lie, Dubs Lie.
Yeah, please do. I'm broke. I need money. I'm just kidding. But there's been a pleasure. PWR Mets. This is an amazing episode. I loved it personally.
It's been a pleasure talking to you. Mets 2128 on YouTube. Thank you, as always, for lending us your expertise.
You're welcome.
Anything else you need to plug?
Tomorrow afternoon, 5:00, the Mega Mets podcast will be on to do our collaborative picks for the WrestleMania.
Ooh, I'm in there.
I'll be watching, my friend.
I'm coming in to watch.
Okay. Well, this has been the Stink Sheet, and this has been Metsamania 2. I want to thank all the audience for hanging out and chatting. Sorry I didn't read so much of it off of the screen. Okay. Before we get out of here, Jeremy asks, how are things with Mets and Vic these days? Has that bridge been repaired?
It's more or less been patched up.
That's good.
I've been taking it a little lighter, and any videos where I do go after the anime industry goons,
right?
Vic has been either not mentioned at all or very lightly mentioned in some of them. I mean, for example, my Rooster Teeth the death of Rooster Teeth videos. I don't even view them firing Vic as the end all be all what killed them. To me, it's what happened years before that. Monty Ohm's death that killed it. Because then that opened a floodgate to overkill spending on projects that and cons and other properties that varied in terms of quality.
Certainly.
I think the thing that really killed Rooster Teeth was producing Genlock.
Gotcha. Well, that's going to have to be a story for another time. And as always, you can find us at www.patreon.com/thestinksheet. And thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.
Take care, guys.
Bye. Goodbye and good night, folks.
All right.